Hey guys, welcome to the Hmongipino Podcast, bringing you love, culture, and having fun to your life. I'm Danga,
I'm Impact.
and welcome to our channel.
Welcome, everyone. This episode is brought to you by Boundless Goodz, a new used good on eBay. They have a bunch of cool stuff. Check them out. Get something good for your family, your friends, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. Yeah, they have a bunch of new cool stuff. Yeah, it's always stocking new stuff. So, yeah, last but not least, the only one, djdangadang. She has a lot of cool mix. She just put out a new birthday mix out recently. Check it out, listen, work out with it, and enjoy. Yeah. Bubba,
Yeah,
how you doing?
I'm all right today. We're doing another late night podcast, so it's a little
Late night.
chill. I think I'm hangry a little bit.
I could tell.
But yeah, I had an early morning workout, and it's a pretty chill Saturday. How are you, bub?
Chill Saturday. It's the 1st of February. I'm excited for this February month. It's going to be a short month, but usually just jam-packed as well. Just restarting. Today was a pretty slow day for me. Not slow, but like I got up kind of late, so my day kind of started kind of late. But other than that, I got everything done that I needed to get done, and I'm here with all of you, so I'm really happy. Yeah.
Cool.
And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, share. Yeah, it helps us a lot. Our goal this year is to get 1,000 subscription from everyone. So yes, please help us. Thank you. Yep.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
So I get to introduce today's topic,
Yeah.
and we're gonna start a new series, behind the scenes BTS series, and
BTS.
where
Not the dance team, not
we'll
the
talk
K-pop
about a
group.
little bit, like depending on what topic it is, like a performance or an event. We'll talk more about the behind the scenes, the
Yep.
things that happen that you don't see on camera, or it's about us reflecting on it and all the things that are behind the scenes. So today we are starting this BTS series, and the topic of the day is, drum roll please.
What is it?
It's Kinjaz and America's Best Dance Crew.
Got my bomber on.
Me too. This is one of my favorite
We're
bombers
representing.
too. But yeah, we're diving, just talking a little bit about Kinjaz and your experience in America's Best Dance Crew.
Oh, yeah. Well, my experience with ABDCs so far. I mean, in the past.
Yeah. Before we get into it, can you tell the audience
Oh.
who don't know what America's Best Dance Crew
Oh,
is?
okay.
Can you share a little bit about what that was?
It's been 10 years, guys. So I'm trying my best to remember everything and what it was and so on. But it's a TV show that MTV have run for, I believe, the early 2000s all the way till 2015. So it's been 10 years since we done the show. Yeah, so it was a dance competition. But that season there itself, it was actually an all-star season. So they had all the returner winners from all the season to come back and competed for the last season. Well, it turned out to be the last season. I believe it was season 8, right?
Yeah, season 8.
So yeah, they have all the winners to come back, and we were the only team that did not compete in that show yet and did not win yet. So we were, I guess, the wild card kind of that it competed. So that was cool. It was a good experience, and I had a good time. We placed second.
Second place?
Yeah.
So,
Second.
for
Yeah.
the people that don't know who Kinjaz are, can you talk
was a
about
good
Kinjaz a
time.
little bit and how you guys got involved with ABDC?
Yeah, so Kinjaz is, first of all, it's a dance company, a dance group, dance brotherhood, right? Brotherhood at all costs. We stand by that. Respect all, fear none. Those are some of our, I guess, mantras we kind of stand by. But anyways, Kinjaz is pretty much a dance team that pretty much eventually, after all the TV show, right now it has, obviously media production side of it, a talent management side of it, and then pretty much choreography as well. So that's a little bit what Kinjaz is about. But like, I guess how it started, you know what I mean? Mike,
Or how did you get involved with
how they involved
Kinjaz?
in it? Well, I got invited to be part of Kinjaz. I don't know what year, but I think 20. I'm just around around 20, around the 2010 era, right? That era. Although, yeah, I think I don't remember when I got down, but it was around that time. So it was a dance team during that time. Yeah, I think I was invited by Anthony Lee, one of the co-founder. So Anthony and Mike, or the co-founder of Kinjaz. During that time, we were just competing at local competition. We're not competing, but exhibitioning. Yeah, we really never competed at all. The only time we competed was on a TV show. So we usually just exhibition and our invites to do shows. And yeah, so I got invited to. I believe it was during 2011 because I remember they asked me one time and I told them that I can't because I was trying to finish college first. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember they asked me and I was like, I can't yet because I got focused college. Finished it, and after that I was like, yeah, let's go. So because during that time my brother and I, we had made the commitment that let's go to let's do this dance thing full time now, full out, because we never got a chance to really focus on our passion and our career, because during that time we were doing school along with everything we did during the time. So this time was our opportunity to just go full force with it, and so we went with Kinjaz and we did what we did. Yeah. And experience what we experienced. But that's a little bit when my involvement came. Got invited, did that. We did a lot of shows, like Body Rock was one that we enjoyed doing too. And a lot of college event during that time. I remember getting invited to do some college event along with Mike and Anthony, and it was Vil and I as well. So yeah, we did a lot of obviously media content, right? I did a lot of content online to kind of share what we create with the audience that follows us online as well. And then eventually we got invited to do ABDC. I don't know how, I forgot how that came about, but it was we were asked and invited, and we were chosen to do it, and we did it. Yeah, it was interesting. Again, it's 10 years. I'm trying to remember like exactly how it happened, but it was pretty much that, and we just went in and kind of did it.
Cool.
I'm trying my best to kind of give details, but yeah, because I remember World Dance a lot more in terms of how we went in and did everything. Actually, I take that back. I remember Arnel Cavaro. He was our manager during that time, and he actually went in with us to go sign contract and everything. So I remember that. Yeah, going in, and we took our first photo with all the guys, the 8 that did it. So it was me, Villain, Darren, Vin, Pat, Mike, Ant, and the 8 was Ben B-Tech. Ben Chung.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't give them last name, but that was the 8, because I remember season 8 because it was only 8 dancers that was only allowed from my memory. So that was season 8, the 8. Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So wait, so ABDC was before World of Dance, right?
It was before World Dance. Yeah, it was 2015, the last season of ABDC. I believe World Dance happened around 2017. So like a year and a half later, I believe.
Cool.
I forgot. Something like that.
All right. So I broke down my BTS series with behind the scenes, choreography and performances, and then competition experience.
All right.
So for the first behind the scenes, what's something about ABDC that people don't see on TV?
They don't see on TV? I would say they don't see the creation process, right? Like during that time, I think ABDC, we had a challenge. We had like a opening piece, right? We had to learn, right? And we also had to create our piece, right? Whatever the challenge is, or competition piece, right? So I feel like, and we usually, I don't remember, but it usually is just like in a span of like a week or 3 days. Sometimes it depends. So the creation process sometimes is the hardest part, because it happens really quick, even though it's only like maybe a minute or 2 minute piece. We had to create that piece really quick. Yeah, especially as we wind down to the I guess finale. You know, because we went all the way to the finale, and I remember the creation process was had to happen faster because there was less time, if anything, right? But yeah, I think the creation process, they didn't really. You don't see the behind the scene. You know, a lot of hard nights of staying up till like 3 to 4, creating and thinking and master
Mm.
planning and talking and so on. So that was just that. I would say that's one. You
Did
know,
they give you like a theme or something, and then you guys choreographed around that theme, or how was that? Or was
I'm
it
trying
like
to
something
see. Oh,
like an
interesting.
old, like you guys like had a piece before, and then you brought it, and then like condensed it down to like a minute, or how does
Interesting.
that? How was that?
I would say for ABDC we created a lot of. There's a lot of stuff that we created already, like in terms of like teammates, right? Like being, everyone's really good at what they do. You know what I mean? In terms of like choreography and certain, I guess what do you call it, vignettes that you kind of create throughout your life. So we kind of like knew what we want to do to kind of put it together. And certain people choreograph certain part, but in terms of theme wise, like people, what they gave us, I don't. I'm trying to remember if they gave us theme. I'm trying to remember if they gave us theme. I think there was some theme moments, but sometimes I remember it was just a song that they gave us, and we kind of chose a song, certain song. In terms of theme, right? I'm trying to think. Cause when we did the B-box performance,
You guys worked with.
we worked. Yeah, we. I'm trying to think. Like I'm trying to think. I think that was a theme actually, based off music, right? Or
So
creativity.
from what I
forgot.
remember,
Wait,
see
it's been
from
so long.
what I remember,
Sorry,
and then
guys.
I did like a quick recap before.
Yeah.
There was Fine China, right? That
Oh
was
yeah,
like
it was the
first
opening. It was the introduction of who we are, right?
Uh-huh. And then there was
Fine China.
was it the
Turn down for what?
no, it was Usher.
OMG, Usher. Yeah, we did
uh-huh.
Usher.
You did that, and then it was a turn down for what one,
Turn down for what? Yeah.
and then maybe the beatbox one.
Yeah, we did the beatbox one.
And then
I see.
and then it was no, it was the sexy one, the weekend.
Oh, the weak one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I think there was the panels one,
The dojo piece. Yeah.
and
dojo.
then there was the icy fire one.
Oh wow, that's a lot. That was like 7 pieces.
I know. I was
think.
surprised that you guys did that many too.
Well, okay. Like, thinking about it, we did do
Is
a lot
it
of
all
pieces.
coming back?
So
to
yeah,
your
it's coming
head?
back.
Yeah.
But now I'm just saying that's why you there was so much like like behind the scene. I feel like there weren't a lot of capture of those late nights or moments of us trying to create within. They put us in a hotel, and so there's like these rooms where each team have time slot to go choreograph and so on. You know, so you don't really get a chance to see those moments. You know, so yeah, the creation part was pretty intense. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I forgot what the question you were asking. Oh, like did they give us themes?
Yeah.
And so on.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it was theme. I don't remember, right? Because I remember watching the show, right? I remember watching the show before we did it. I remember
Yeah.
there was themes, right?
Yeah.
There was theme or song that you had to choreograph to based off the theme, right? But I think that there were, like, for example, Usher piece. I'm pretty sure there was it was a music video competition probably, like in terms of we had to kind of pick artists and do certain part of their dance probably in it.
Yeah.
I'm so horrible right now because I don't remember. It's been like I don't remember exactly. I just kind of dang, it's been 10 years, so that's wild. But yeah,
All right. What were there any unexpected challenges you faced behind the scenes?
unexpected challenges. I guess the one of them was, again, I mentioned earlier, was like learning the opener piece, and also had to learn your choreograph and learn your piece. Right. I feel like I didn't think going to the show, at least for myself, I didn't know that we were going. Well, maybe I did know, but like I didn't know the pressure and the time span that you had to learn it and then do your piece as well.
Did all of you
that
guys-
was pretty challenging.
Did you guys all come together to learn it, or with
Yeah,
the
we did.
same choreographer?
We all learned together based off of the choreographer. We learned it on stage, and then we kind of go split up in groups and kind of work on it together as well. So that was cool because you got to work with other dancers beside your dance team, right?
That's
Beside
fun.
Kinjaz, so that was cool. And sometimes there was theme again, like certain opener was like theme, like the theme where we had like fighters, like based on the fighter. The
yeah,
villain was
uh-huh.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
That was a cool concept because we kind of just did it based off of, like, each group kind of have their moment. So it was cool in that moment. It's different because TV. Again, I feel like TV only could capture so much. compared to you if you were there to watch it live, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because if you're watching TV, they're to record a certain moment only and then transfer it to record another moment, and you don't see what's happening where people is running behind or like transitioning.
That's cool. Yeah.
So I feel like that's something that I guess it was shocking to me too, because I realized that, oh wow, it's hard to learn like so much at the same time, but the TV sometimes it's like capturing only certain moments. I'm not saying you shouldn't go full out or anything, but I'm saying like we got a chance to really understand how TV works, and that's one way we kind of like utilize it to kind of, along with our, I guess, video content building that we were already kind of doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With Kinjaz, we kind of utilize that, but learn how a TV show is put together to kind of like create a show.
Yeah.
Pretty much, right? Because sometimes the cameras doesn't really need to be here all the time. It could showcase one person doing something throughout that piece, you know.
Yeah.
And it's already pretty good already. It's like a show, you know. So
I think
I guess what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
It's cool because like if you're usually when you have like a dance performance, the team is like performing in front for the audience, but like you're saying like
that's
in
what
a
I'm
show like you guys had like scaffolding or like, and then the cameras were facing different directions, it was forced to face in the direction that you wanted them to see, right?
Yeah.
So
and I
think that's pretty cool.
This show too, from my memory, like I remember Nappy Tab, they're like the team that kind of help with the dancers, and I'm pretty much producing what's happening behind the scenes too, like directing.
Yeah.
I remember them mentioning that the stage was going to be a big thing for the show, pretty much, and so they want us to play with the stage, you know. So I remember, I'm not gonna say that was a challenge, but that was also a fun way to kind of like start playing with choreography as well. Because of my memory, like when we did the sexy one from what's her name, the singer,
the Weeknd
song. When we did the Weeknd song, we just did nothing but stairs. I remember we just performed on the stair sides only, and so that gave us a chance to kind of be creative with it and kind of create something unique to us, I guess, right? But yeah, so there's stuff like that. Like the stage itself was already a challenge, but also a fun thing. Learning the opening piece was a challenge, but also fun, right? Because it kind of break you away from the competition piece. The themes were fun. I'm trying to remember I don't remember the themes, but anyways, I'm pretty sure there's theme because think about the pieces. There was like, a build up to why we're creating a certain piece a certain way. Yeah.
I'm curious. If you can share a little bit about the rehearsal schedule. Was it like, were you guys working all the time? Did you guys get good sleep, or was it stressful? Like, what was that experience?
Okay, so
like?
I remember this. Well, it was stressful, and we didn't have a lot of sleep. Meaning, everyone kind of work hard. I remember this one time. I think one of the director, or I believe Nabitab or someone, one of the team, they kind of pull all the dancers aside and told everyone that they need to rest because they could start. I guess one of the therapists or person that was watching us started noticing that a lot of people were like, one, maybe fatigued, but also kind of like delirious, right? I guess, right? So. I guess, there was that time because I remember I was hella tired. I remember for sure. I was pretty tired doing dojo. I remember going to the finale. I was like really exhausted because again, we had to create so much faster toward the end of the competition season. So, what was the question? Did I answer it?
I said like, what was the rehearsal schedule like?
Oh, the rehearsal schedule.
Was it stressful?
Yeah. So again, we had in the beginning we had to learn the openers, and then you had to create your piece, right? And then record. We had rehearsal on stage one time only. We get one run through, right? And then we record the next day, just like that, in one pass only. So if you messed up, you messed up. If you messed up in the camera, you messed up in the camera. You know what I mean? And like it wasn't like multiple takes. So that's how it was. And then it leads to who wins that I guess that episode. And then the next day it repeats itself again. We get one day. I think we get like a day off to kind of like relieve stress a little bit. But we're already kind of planning for the next episode season. Episode, right? Because we had to be kind of prepared. Because again, I believe from my memory, it was just only within that week. creation to rehearsal to again costume too, right? We had to go
Oh
to
yeah.
talk about costuming, like how we're gonna wear, what we're gonna wear, based off our piece. You know what I mean? I
You guys
remember.
had great costumes. I
Oh
like
yeah,
your costumes.
thanks. Yeah, I believe B Tech helped a lot. B
Uh-huh.
Tech helped a lot with the costumes and so on. So shout out to B Tech on that. From my memory, you know what I mean. The themes we have. Julian. You know what I mean? I think believe we met Julian. We didn't meet, but Julian worked with us a while back. So she helped us out with a lot of our costume. So it was a combination of a lot of people, but Julian was probably one of the main reasons why we looked really dope.
Cool.
So shout out to Julian. Oh man.
Julian.
Yeah. You remember Julian, right?
Jillian? Or
Jillian, yeah.
I
Jillian.
thought you said Julian.
Yeah.
Jillian.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just speaking really fast,
That's
but
okay. Yeah.
yeah, shout out to her cuz she helped out with a lot of our costume, like straight up. That's why we look dope on stage. So yeah,
I
I guess
I
that's a
have
little
like
bit how
set
the
of
schedule
questions,
go,
but I'm trying to go off of it because
Mhm.
I wanted to know specifically your experience
Okay.
being a part of the competition.
Yeah.
I know it was stressful, but were you
Yep.
like excited at all?
Yeah, I
Like,
was excited.
or were you like in a blur? Like, oh my gosh, it's like
Um
how was your personal
I mean,
mental experience and like
I
physical
I was
experience?
definitely excited because it was another milestone for myself, right? I'm just speaking about myself. It was another milestone for myself, and I was able to provide a lot of like an experience for my mom and dad, right? They got a chance to come watch us on set, right? It wasn't not on TV, so they got a
Mhm.
chance to experience the whole TV production and being involved with the show and see us right live, right?
Your
So
parents came
yeah,
to
they
watch.
came like
Aw.
I have a lot of my family that came watch the show at least like three times. So I thought that was cool too. Not just for my mom, dad, but my sibling too.
Yeah.
They got a chance to travel down and see Hollywood in that way, right?
Yeah.
So I thought it was cool. But yeah, it was stressful, but also lots of growth because again, we learned how a TV is, I guess, production is kind of done. You know, kind of go through, and it helped. I believe it helped a lot of us throughout our career in the future because our experience from ABDC because of how everything went, right? So it definitely was stressed out too, though. Tiring. It was tiring. Stress. We definitely was stressful. Because I totally forgot we created about 7 piece. Not including the openers, right? That was just our main pieces, so on. So, but you know, I also had to give credit to all the brothers in the Kinjaz, right? Because everyone played a certain part. You know what I mean? It was a big puzzle that kind of come together and created what you see on TV. You know, because Villain and I, we do a lot of the athletic parts to a lot of the tricks, but you know, a lot of floor work just kind of change level and change, I guess, dynamic of choreography. To you have like Ving who choreographed a lot of like intricate like beat killing choreography, and then you have Pat Crew who's like super like understanding like just like groove and intention, and like he was a really good leader too throughout our experience because you know we all come from different parts of, I guess, the dance community in some ways, but we also have lots of leadership within our own team. So we were able to kind of like, again, step down to kind of let certain people lead. And Pat was one that kind of like we kind of like just like let him go because he was the one that kind of stepped up and kind of pushed forward with it. And then like you got my aunt who was there, you know, like the creator who also kind of like navigating what we're doing straight up for all episodes, so on. And so, you know, B Tech again. I told you he was working a lot with the costume designing and inputs and so on. And then yeah, Darren as well. Darren was the same thing with me, Villain. We're doing, you know. And Darren was to me, I felt like he was so dope because he could do choreography and do a lot of the breaking parts. So he was like I believe a pretty heavy part in terms of like acid. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So everyone play a huge part. Yeah. So I feel like it's just a combination of all our gifts and our experience putting it together to create what we did on ABDC. Because again, we're all outside of that. We're also all leaders within our own own rights and own groups that we kind of
Hmm.
lead, and coming together was just a beautiful experience. I think, yeah.
How is it
Yeah.
as a b-boy coming into this kind of competition?
Um. It was different, but I'm really thankful because I come from also a performing background too. So although I am a true b boy as well at heart, I already have a lot of understanding of how it is to be on stage, how to perform, and some choreography experience. So that kind of help out along with the Kinjaz and be on stage with everyone, and pick up so on. So
Cool.
yeah,
Yeah. Just because
yeah,
I know, like, b-boys, or from what I hear, like,
yeah.
b-boys don't really do well with choreography, and they're very athletic, and it's mostly, like, breaking is, like, a freestyle
Well, it
more
depends
type of
on.
form.
I think I know. I love how you asked that because I feel like it depends on. Um, like if Kendra was just a breaking team, yeah, I think it would be different because we'll just do a lot of breaking stuff.
Uh-huh.
But we're not. We're a mixture of what each person is that brings to the beautiful, intricate collaboration that we have going on. But like for example, Super Crew was our b-boy crew because everyone was breakers
Yeah.
and b-boys, you know what I mean? So them, when you see their piece, it's breaking. A lot of it is breaking, you know what I mean? They might add a little locking and so on in, but it's straight up real raw breaking, used on a stage and utilized in a performance aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how is it for me? I feel like it was a challenge. It was challenging, but it also was a great experience to kind of learn how to again learn other style and mold within the group. So I'll say it was challenging though. It's not like I'm not gonna say it's easy. It was hard because the guy's piece of choreography was tough. It's
Yeah.
not
I mean,
easy.
like, with
Yeah,
anything with Kinjaz, everything's so
yeah,
intricate,
yeah.
right?
And
And
I feel like I grew along with them as well with this experience. So I think we all grew together somehow some way. So
cool. I
yeah,
want to ask you one more. What's the most emotional moment you experienced during the competition?
most emotional.
Yeah.
Wow, dang, you gonna
If you remember.
wow. I would say probably maybe I'm trying to remember all the pieces like most emotional probably was during I See Fire, I think, because that was like the closure to our piece and our journey, and like I'm trying to remember, but I think we all got pretty emotional in terms of like it was the end of a journey, and um yeah, not winning. I think us winning would have been great, but I feel like I knew we did really good, but like still like it was just all that hard work, what I mean, and so fast, and knowing that it ends there, what I mean, at least that journey, what I mean, we went on and did more, but like at that journey in during that time. And I remember, I'm not saying I didn't cry, but I was emotional. I was kind of like, dang, yeah, I felt it. Yeah.
Were you guys in the finals with? I forgot.
It was a finale. It's not a finale of 3, so it wasn't.
Oh, there's 3.
Yeah, it was us Super Crew and Quest Crew.
Super Crew
They ended
and
up
Quest
doing a
Crew.
three-way from my memory.
Oh. When you guys
Yeah.
performed, did you guys know who was going to win, or did
No, we
you
didn't.
feel
We di-
oh.
we didn't know like who's gonna win, but we kind of had a feeling of term of like energy and like I guess the production was already kind of mentioning like votes. It was all based on votes only during that time, I think.
Oh, okay.
So some of the votes went a lot for whoever was more known during that time, at least from my experience.
Oh,
But
okay.
we did good. We
Yeah.
went really far.
Yeah.
And for not competing, actually that was the first time we competed as Kinjaz. So for not competing throughout our career as a dance group, for us to be on that show and went against a lot of the winners and beat a lot of the winners and went to the finale and got second place.
I think,
That's
yeah,
huge. Yeah.
if it's based on votes and all of the
Yeah.
other crews have been in the show before, so they've built up
Oh,
like
yeah.
a following already.
Yeah.
And since you guys were new,
Yeah.
like, of course you guys didn't have a big following yet, but I kind of wonder, like, if you guys were on a season with brand new teams, like, if you guys
Yeah.
would have won that way.
Maybe. I think maybe. Because it it was a fun, I guess like creating all that piece and putting it on the stage. You know what I mean? It was just it wasn't it was hard. Like it was lots of hard long nights, but think about it, it kind of fell into places. You know. So, but yeah, I remember, I See Fire. I feel like a lot of us got emotional cause performing that piece because it was a emotional piece too for all of us in terms of, brothers performing on stage together as a kid.
And
So.
you guys didn't have masks.
Yeah,
then,
we took
so
our masks
you guys
off.
were just
So
bare, vulnerable
Yeah.
in front of everybody.
yeah, so that's
Right.
that. Uh-huh.
So, second, I have a couple questions about
Okay.
choreography and performances.
Yeah.
Were there any routines that pushed you outside of your comfort zone?
Any routine that put me outside my comfort zone? I would say the first piece, Fine China, because that was my first time learning Ving's choreography and first time really working with Ving too. I think in terms of on Kinjaz wise, right? So it was a experience of learning his style and learning, just not doing too much breaking and just doing the choreography. That was challenging. All to be real, all the performance was pretty challenging.
I
I'm
really
not gonna lie
liked
to you,
all of the
like,
pieces.
It was really challenging. Actually, think about all of it. I'm like, yeah, my part, the part where we kind of choreographed and did, it was easy too, but even that was still hard because, we had to really nail it on the spot. Cause if not, that was one take too, So
What was challenging about it? Was it the choreography that was challenging, or
okay, for example, like dojo, for example, like it was a puzzle of making sure you hit the marks because you would dance and then also you get off your spot and you had to move the panels. So, and you had to move the panel to a certain spot and get out and do your part or get out to do a certain part. So it was a lot of like, putting all the puzzles together and making sure everyone hits the mark and do their part, and at the end of the day, like you had to kind of just believe in each other. Once you get to that point where you're on stage,
Yeah.
because if you don't know, then you don't know, but I feel like it was a lot of trust because it comes with a lot of trust, if anything,
Yeah.
right? Being a team like that and putting stuff together. Yeah, it was challenging. I'm not gonna lie. Like even like I say, just learning the choreo, the opening piece from different people it wasn't an art style of dancing, so people would choreograph and teach us. So it was kind of like learning
I
stuff
think
like that.
the panels piece is like very iconic of Kinjaz.
Dojo.
And if you don't know, they have like all these panels that go like this, and then there's like some dancers that stay and some that are going,
It's like
and it's kind of cool.
Eraser.
And then there's like some things where you guys are like, they just have one arm and leg. I'm like, how do they look like behind?
Well, I'm trying to
the
think.
scene?
Well, really, we're just doing this. You know what I mean? Like, we're just trying to create the optical illusion and so on. But I feel like we definitely changed up the piece at least during for War of Dance. You know what I mean? We amped it up like 10 times. But if anything, ABDC the I guess the origin of dojo, right? That piece was epic because we got a chance to really put ourselves into that piece and showcase the world who we are and where we will come from, right? In terms of welcome to our dojo, how it would be, if Kinjaz have a place to bring everyone into. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked all of the pieces. I feel like everything, like just the programming of like how you guys started with Fine China, right? And then like just seeing you guys evolve to the next level, and then me knowing a little bit about your performances, but like being able to see the audience like experience you guys for the first time, and then like seeing you guys with the beatboxing piece, and then everyone being excited, and then seeing the panels. I was like, you guys don't even know how cool this is, and then seeing people excited for that.
Like honestly, I didn't even know how to look until I got a chance to see it myself.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like we're just there creating and imagining, hoping it turn out the way we want. So like I said, it turned out the way majority, at least what we wanted, right? So that was good. But a lot of it is, man, shout out to Mike and Anthony. Good leaders in terms of like artistic directing where we're going, and like Mike and there's some creative ideas to their choreography as well. You
Yeah.
know, and then not just that, like I said, it's tough because like that 8 man, everyone has like their own energy and like gift that kind of add on to all the puzzles. So kind of worked out in that way. So
And I really
fun.
like I said earlier, I like the costumes you guys had
Costume,
and
yep.
the aesthetic of
Sure.
everything. Like even the last one, the icy fire one, where you
Icy
guys had all
fire.
the what is the flower, the what is
Oh
it,
yeah,
the cherry
the cherry
blossom.
blossom.
Yeah, I was
Really,
it was like
really
an
iconic.
experience for sure. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Really Asian.
And then villain with the Bruce Lee
The Bruce
thing,
Lee
that was like,
outfit. We
oh,
gotta
that's pretty
represent.
cool
Yeah,
too.
we
And
gotta
then
represent.
and then it was funny when you guys did the turn down for what, and you guys had like, I don't know, it was like a
Oh, like
black
a
do
drip.
rag or
Yeah.
something. I was like, it looks
Oh
like
no,
Lil
just like
Jon. It was
it's like a bandana just coming
yeah,
down.
like a bandana. It looked
Yeah.
like
Creating an aesthetic.
yeah, it just looked like hair. It was pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's just the costumes and design I thought was kind of cool.
I hear you.
Okay, last question. Is there a particular performance from the show that you're most proud of?
Performance.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to think because I mean, like we were talking about all the pieces, right? From Fine China to OMG to Turn Out for What, right? To the 60 piece from Weekend
Yeah.
to the beatbox piece, right? That we did to Dojo to Icy Fire, the last piece. Like, I mean, I give Villain Irish prop to just doing that power piece from Dojo. You know what I mean? I'm pretty, because that was pretty intricate to kind of nail very quick and go back to where you're at. But I mean, I'm pretty proud of all the pieces that we created together. You know what I mean? All the guys, you know. So
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy all the pieces in its
Yeah.
own elements, you know. So yeah, I mean, there was a moment that I did during during what do you call it? Turned Out for What, where I did my baby windmills and I had to pop out.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I popped out kind of dizzy, but I popped out and I think we threw something. I forgot. It was like something. I just remember it was just kind of funny. I remember all the
Oh,
guys.
it was like something red, right? Was
Yeah,
it?
we had to
there was
do
like
something.
an
Well, the mask
illusion,
we
right?
changed. Yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. I forgot the illusion.
Like there was like something that flew back.
Oh
or
no, that
something.
was
And then
from-
there's you guys had like a red bandana.
Oh yeah,
or
something like that. Yeah, I'm just talking about when I performed my babies. It was, I just remember coming back out, and I was just like, we had to do something. So it was just funny. All the guys we laughed about it, but that was funny. But yeah, I mean, I'm proud of all the pieces that I was part of. You know, yeah, and I'm proud of all the guys too.
Did
Yeah.
you guys make your you and Villain? Did you guys
Yeah.
do your fireball during that time in the show, or you guys had that
Yeah,
before?
we did. Well, that was our iconic with villain that we created during competitions. We do that during some of our battles
Oh, okay.
as commandos. But that was the first time really put on stage to showcase to the whole world what it was. You know, so we did it during. Yeah, we did that during Turn Up What, right? Yeah, yeah. So that was cool to showcase. You know, something that you created together, and that you created on accident too. We kind of just thought about it and did it. So yeah.
Are there, in your opinion, any regrets about some of the pieces or things that you felt like you guys probably should have done differently?
No, I mean, I think we really put all we can for ABDC. You know, I think we everything perform everything all the way to the end finale. You know, what I mean, who we are, and got a chance to really showcase our skills and who we are as a team. So not really. I mean, I think the only thing I would say is just I want to record more BTS videos, to take more photos, or you know, what I mean, just enjoying the moments a lot more during that time. You know, so.
I'm talking about like
a performance.
Yeah, like should you guys have kept masks on for the last piece?
Oh, the last piece.
Or like ended off like with a hard hitting piece as opposed to like a chill like.
Well, I think World Dance, I think, is different. I think we probably could have done more hard, but I think, at least my opinion, right? But in that, like, I think ABDC was a whole story that built up to that moment, right? So it was a little different, right?
Yeah.
I guess the packaging for me, I think, it was well packaged, you know?
Yeah.
Where, you know, you had a chance to really see us now, compared to see a Kinjaz, right, in that way. So I thought
Yeah.
that was cool. Like it makes us different, right? Because like I
Yeah.
feel like for us, we're able to take our masks off, right? You know what I mean, to kind of showcase who we are, if anything, right? And just be in that moment, right? But I feel like like Jabberwocky part can take the mask off performing because they're different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like for us to choose to do that, it just define us who we are too, in terms of you have to, you're able to be who yourself behind the mask, right? So I thought that was cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't. There was no regret besides like maybe doing certain move. Like for example, maybe could have done certain move more, like better. That's all. In terms of me, right? Like as like a breaker who had to do the tricks and so on. But yeah, I
Okay.
think it was cool.
No regrets.
No
All
regrets. No regrets at all. I think we did what we can. We did what we can and what we were supposed to do. And,
All right.
Yeah.
I want to get into the competition experience.
Whoa.
What was the
Competition?
atmosphere like backstage with the
Competition.
other crews? Was it competitive? Was it supportive?
It was supportive and kind of competitive. I think. I think it was competitive because everyone was cool. We support each other, but when it come down to it, we really do. It was competition, so we kind of like keep it to ourselves in terms of like having to create stuff, talk about stuff, so on. So yeah, I think it was definitely competitive because of competition. Everybody want to win, but everyone was pretty nice though. I'm not saying like people was rude. Like I remember doing we were so competition to the point where we went to like a social media thing, where people had to post about, oh, hey, vote for us, right? And then I remember we were joked around and decided to take what people it was Quest Crew, right? We joked around and decided to take their stuff and switch it to saying vote for blah blah blah. Instead it went to vote for Kinjaz, right? And I think that little joking video that we post, right, kind of taunted, and it kind of I don't know, I guess it went too far. People got kind of butthurt. But we say sorry and we kind of like just moved on.
Wait, were you
We took it
guys
down.
able to share
Yeah.
while you guys were on the show? You guys
In
were
terms of what's
like
happening,
social media?
I don't remember. I think we can. I remember post. Yeah, we were sharing stuff. I remember I was sharing photos while we were on the show. Yeah.
Oh.
It was competition. It was a competition, so it was competitive. I would say this is our first time competing as Kinjaz, like straight up. So for me as a b-boy, I was hella competitive. I was kind of like, I was nice though because it's a choreo scene, so it's different for me. But I was still competitive, like.
Were you equally competitive with all the crews, or was there one crew that really you were really wanted to beat? Not in a way
I mean,
like
we
just
wanna
because they
beat
probably
everyone.
push you because
Yeah.
they're probably your biggest competition.
Yeah, I think we
and-
want to beat everyone. You know what I mean? One, because we're the new team, right? No one, we're like just a new face on the team. Everyone, no new face on the block. Everyone already been on the show, experienced it. So I feel like because of that, we kind of have to step up pretty much
Yeah.
for ourselves too, as artists and as competitors too. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there was any like weird vibe, but I don't know. Everyone's pretty cool. Like even me, like as a b-boy, I had a great experience with Super Cruise too. I'm like Dunock, and then they're cool people because we all know each other from behind
from the
as
breaking
well.
scene.
You know what I mean? No, we know each other behind the whole TV shows too. So it was cool to kind of just compete with friends too in that way. But yeah, I would say it's competitive in a way, right? Everyone had their competitive hat on and did what we did. So
All right. Can you talk a little bit about the judges?
the judges, shoot, I'm trying to remember who judged.
Wasn't T-Pain one of them?
Oh,
T-Pain, and
T-Pain.
then Lil Mama.
Oh yeah, was it Lil Mama? Was it Lil Mama?
Tiana.
Tiana.
Yeah. Oh,
I think it was
Tiana
Tiana.
Taylor.
Tiana Taylor, yeah. Lil Mama, Tiana Taylor, and Tiana Taylor and T-Pain and who else? I don't remember the honestly.
JC.
Was it JC? I mean, those are.
guy, JC.
Was it JC? Oh yeah, it was JC.
Jazzy.
Yeah, it was NSYNC guy. Okay, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm trying to remember. But anyways, T-Pain was cool. TPing was really cool. I got a chance to kind of talk to him, and like he talked to us, so it was fun. It was cool. He was a cool dude. Tiana, she was cool too. She kind of liked villain, so yeah, that kind of gave us some good cootie points. But yeah, the judges were cool. I guess for me, I mean, I'm always gonna say like, they're not truly dancer from art actually seen and like brought up. So I can't really say that they know how to judge fully. But I mean, they like what they see, then they like what they see, right? Because
Yeah.
it's dance is pretty subjective too. So at the end of the day, if you don't know what the heck a 90 is, or a certain clean technique or dance combination is, if you don't see that, then it's kind of like it's also based on their as well as a credibility as a judge as well, right?
Right.
Like for me, I mean, it works for the show, but like again, like do I respect them as judge? In my opinion, I don't think I do, because I don't see them doing what we do, or doing
Yeah.
what the heck everyone else on the show, right? So
Right.
in terms of that, but I do respect them as peers of being on the show and giving us their feedback, because at the end of the day, we're all artists, and for them to see stuff that if they see stuff that they like, then I mean we're hitting the mark,
Right.
because we're also artists. We're trying to create a universal content, universal art, pretty much, right? So if they see stuff that they want more, of course we're gonna have to put out more stuff, right? Because of course we understand, we get it, right? That we didn't hit the mark in that way, but I think them as judges, it worked. It just worked. But in terms of like if they were judging like a competition that is a real dance competition, that'd be different.
Yeah.
I was like, dang,
Yeah.
maybe not,
Yeah.
But it works for TV, it works for everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's the biggest lesson you learned from being on the show?
Biggest lesson that I learned from being on the show. I think for me, it was just to really cherish and appreciate the moments, because it go by pretty quick, right? Because win or lose, your experience and whatever you do goes by really quick. So just really appreciating the journey and memories, that you kind of create in between. Because sometimes it's not even the performance that matters. It's really about what we experienced together behind the scene leading up to the performance that we remember the most. The performance is always going to happen, but really it's that in between that, like, like I remember eating pho with Vin. We went out and eat pho, and got a chance to kind of get to know each other more by just hanging out eating pho. I remember my hot tub with Vin. Like hot tub with like all the guys that joined us. Yeah, stuff like that. I remember a moment where I had with BTEC on top of one of the stage. Right, we were just kind of hanging out, and I took a photo too, because I don't remember this moment. So just cherish the moment. I think it's more pressure than winning sometime. So
Yeah.
even losing, it's not, the moment is part more important. So cherish
The
it.
journey. It's about the journey.
Yeah, it's about the journey, but it's not even the journey. It's the moments too.
Yeah.
The moments within the
Yeah.
journey, because a journey could have a bunch of moments, but it could be hella whack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I said, like enjoy the moments, and create the moments you want to, because you can. So I think that's something I would share. Yeah.
I have one more question.
What up?
To close out this BTS series.
Yup.
What advice would you give to dancers in a dance crew? Like dancers working together in dance crews, wanting to perform together. What kind
What
of advice
advice?
could you give them?
I think communication is key, right? Like learn a communication that your crew or your team that works. Because you need to be able to communicate with everyone and know everyone's weakness and strength, and kind of like bounce off ideas and create and start creating together, and work on your own weakness too. Because sometimes they might be better at certain thing that you're not. So you need to be humble and be able to learn each other's experience. But I think communication part is one of the main thing that I think I would recommend for any dance team out there. Because it's true. You're only as great as your weakest link. If you don't know how
Yeah.
to like really support each other, then you will not be able to grow as a crew. And when it comes to crew or teams, it is a teamwork.
Yeah.
It's not an individual thing, right? But if you want to work on yourself, it's fine. Go be a different individual artist, right? And then work on yourself. But I think communication is key in a crew, right? I'll recommend you to find what works, right? For example, certain chat group might be different for a certain team, right? For example, like let's say Instagram chat wasn't working for Underground Flow, right? Best way to do it is maybe Facebook sometime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because majority everyone utilize certain different type of social media platform or communication platform. So I would say use what works, and then if you're in a bigger team, you want to make sure, yeah, everyone communicate and get the message, if anything, right? Or get the memo what's happening within the group. I think that's key. Because I'm only saying that too because Underground Flow, my breaking crew, we're not just in one area. You know, we have people in Puerto Rico, we have people in Florida, California, and people in Hawaii. So it takes communication to get everyone on the same boat. So
Cool.
communication, guys.
All right, great job.
That's the day.
Before we get into our Hmongipino question of the day, is there anything else you want to
Yeah.
add on to this conversation?
I just want to say I want to give a big shout out to Pat Cruz, Ving Nguyen, Anthony Lee, Mike Song, Darren Wong, Ben Chung, and Villain Lore. I had a great experience with you guys on this journey, and happy 10-year anniversary, Phyllis. It's been 10-year anniversary. We did a
10
great
years.
thing for the whole war and the whole dance community. Just give y'all props. Give y'all your flower right now.
Great job.
And I also
guys.
want to wish all my other Kinjaz member happy 20th anniversary. We celebrated last year. We're moving on to already a new decade. So whatever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I wish you all the blessing and love. And shout out to all of you guys because you guys are important as much as everyone in my line. So love y'all.
Oh, great job.
That's what I want to say. That I just want to say I
Aw,
want to show some love.
Kinjaz.
But that's that, man. I didn't realize that it's been 10 years. This is our 10-year anniversary for being on that TV show. So we kind of just randomly decided to speak on this, but it's actually a
Yeah.
right time to speak about it because we're hitting a decade.
Yeah.
Wow.
Since being on this
Just
show.
being on the
Yeah.
show, you know? So it's
Cool.
important.
So, Hmongipino question of the day.
Yes.
We want to hear what is your favorite Kinjaz ABDC
Ooh, what is your
Peace.
favorite Kinjaz America's Best Dance Crew
piece?
All-Star Season 8 dance piece?
I got my
competitive
favorite.
piece. What's
Can I
your-
share mine?
Yeah, what's your favorite?
I really liked all of the pieces. I really did.
Yeah.
But I did like the sexy one.
The sexy one.
Here's how
Okay.
I got, because I did like all of them.
Okay.
And then I liked how in the beginning you guys did your masks here, right? You covered your
Yeah.
mouth. And then you did one where you covered, it was like a bend like this kind of mask, right?
Oh, warrior dance. That was warrior dance.
No, it was in there.
No, I think we did the mask and then we take the mask off only.
Anyway,
I don't
and
remember.
then
I'm
for
sorry.
it was, I'm showing from what I remember, the evolution, and then you guys did the sexy one, and it was like red, and it was like kind of different from the other pieces that I
Yeah.
seen, and
Yeah.
then you ended it with taking your mask off. I was like, oh, and you guys were like facing back. It was like, whoa, we want to see more, and then the last piece you guys did like no mask.
Yeah,
so
see, it lit
I thought
up.
it
You
was
see,
fun.
you see the combination, the build up to the no mask. Yeah, so it
yeah,
worked.
but I think that's one of my favorites, just because it
Aw.
was like different and a little
Yeah.
bit like red light, and
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
were in
yeah.
one place, and it was like,
Okay.
ooh, this is different. And then,
Okay.
what's
like
your
that.
favorite? Do you have a favorite?
I like again. I like all of them, but if I had to pick one, just to pick one, I would say Dojo. Dojo was pretty
Yeah.
iconic. The panel,
Yeah.
it was just a game changer for ourselves and for, just to express art on a different level and platform to showcase for the world. So that's one because we took that and did more stuff with it. So
Yeah,
it was
it's
special.
pretty
It was just a
cool.
special piece. Cause I feel like every time I see Dojo, it's just remind me of Kinjaz.
And then the song was like specifically, was it? Made for
No,
you guys,
not this
or-
one.
Oh.
War Dance
Oh,
was
okay. Never
made
mind.
for us, but this one was again from Troy Boy, same artist that made the Kinja Bang track. But anyways, yeah, I'll choose that. So, what's your favorite Kinja's ABDC piece? Let us know. Comment on the chat. or the group comment.
Yeah.
Comment on the comment. Let us know. And if you have any question about Kinjaz stuff, and like let us know. I want to answer it. I'll do my best. But yeah, let us know. Comment, show us some love, and so we can show love back to you. But other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. We had a great time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We're doing our best to get 1,000 subscription this year. And comment, love, like, do what you can. Let us know, and we truly, truly appreciate it.
We love you.
We're Hmongipino, and we are out. Peace.
Bye.